Hi there, Libra. Welcome to June and your June forecast. This is officially the mid-year point, which is exciting, and also I'm very curious to see how the energy is shifting for this sign in particular, because I know as I've been looking month to month, it's been a little challenging. It's been a time of waiting, and for some of you anticipating when things are going to break, when things are going to start to get easier. So I actually feel like there's two ways you can kind of turn the tide, and I already think that it is going to be easier this month. We're out of retrograde and out of the shadow, and if you take the channeled information to heart, I believe that things are going to open. So it's a two-pronged message this month. The first part is to remain positive. Positivity is power, and our thoughts, because we manifest what we think, that's the most powerful thing you can do, is to stay optimistic, to put your goal in sight, and to think, not only can I do this, but I've got this. It's happening. Even if I don't see everything happening, I know it's happening. So that feeling of, I have this, it's all right, that's going to open things up. It'll open your heart, it will take the tension out of your body, it will expand your aura, all those important things that are going to bring in opportunities for you. The second part is to work hard. And probably that's things like, I don't really need to preach to this sign. You're very good about balancing, and I think also Libra's very, very good about understanding the importance of hard work. But this month, it's very important to not let go of something that you've been working on just because you might not have seen progress. That's the main message here. Positivity will get you so much further. Let's go ahead and take a look at the cards this month and see what additional insights come through the tarot. For those of you that are brand new, I just want to say welcome, and I'll let you know how I organize the reading each month. I start off with the channeled information, which you just saw, and then I expand the forecast to, well, first of all, I do a Celtic cross, and then I'll expand it to look at health, wealth, love, and destiny. That really gives you a nice chance to see everything that's going on. Right at the beginning, we're already seeing growth and basically repair or healing, because this, for me, the Seven of Pentacles is just that. But this card is emphasizing the growth, not necessarily the repair. So you're already kind of over the midway point there. And we were just talking about the difficulties in the past. We have the Devil card reversed in the deep past. We'll talk all about that in a moment. Okay. And before we get into the cards in front of us, I like to pull an additional card, which I call Catalyst. And the Catalyst card, much to it like its name, is about what sets off the action, also what connects everything. In many ways, this is the most important card that I pull, or at least the one that has the most indication of what the energy looks like. So this month, it's a bit of a Hermit card here, and this is about not getting in your way through your own thoughts. This card is about sometimes pulling in, and it's about not getting upset. I'm looking at sort of primal energy on this, first and second chakra energy, which has to do with safety, which has to do with passion, sometimes anger, resentment. And if any of those feelings are coming up this month, acknowledge them, love them, and release them. If you sit in them too long, it will be a place where you let go of your power, so I don't want you to do that. So the cool thing with this card, though, because I saw Hermit, and then I saw some of the lower frequencies coming through. So with the Hermit part, it's showing me that you have very keen insights into how to overcome your challenges this month. You already have the answers. We'll look at them here. I think they're going to reveal themselves, but trust your intuition this month more than ever. And like I said, the fact that this is about holding, it also means hold on to your dream, hold on to your goals. So don't hold on to the lower frequencies, instead attach yourself to the positivity, and then when you need to, look inside for that knowledge that you already have and trust it. All right, so your center card, all about control and growth. We have the Seven of Pentacles, beautifully illustrated here, showing growth in finance, growth in business. The other thing with growth, though, and repair, for those of you that aren't trying to sort of like pay off debt or aren't trying to save, this can also mean that you want to be careful about what you're putting into your body, because if this is a month where you're possibly because of stress or other issues, eating more than usual, this can mean that it can kind of add up. So you want to really be cognizant of the types of food that you're eating. We see this beautiful sort of leafy green thing, whether it's a vegetable, a tree, or whatever. So I would rather you eat more plant-based diet this month than meat or carbohydrates. So really put fruits and vegetables before fruit, actually. I would say vegetables and fruits into your diet more than you usually would, and make sure that everything else has a time and place but doesn't get overused. The Emperor card here, two notes on this. Some of you might be a little bit more tied to your house or tied to your job, so moving is very key. The Emperor card is usually one of being stationary, and we see this one with a very, like, being rooted in place. The other thing is, I think that you're in a very good position to control things this month. So if you're feeling like you want to start a business, or if you want to, do something bold in your life, this is a common thread I'm seeing across signs. Make sure that you're the one pulling the strings. The Emperor card is not about giving up power. Looking into the deep past, and we don't have to spend too much time on this, the Devil card in reverse is showing that it's been challenging to actually feel like you've got a hold of what's going on. For some of you, this card reminds you to be honest with yourself and to be honest with others, because the Devil comes through when we're either hiding details or not being sort of, I guess, able to fully embrace the shadow sides of our life, which can sometimes be needing to take on an addiction or dealing with something in our life that makes us uncomfortable. So this card, you can relinquish the impact of it by basically saying, you know what, I am ready now to move forward. Whatever this was, I'm not going to beat myself up, and focusing now on present and future opportunities. I love that we have Wheel of Fortune here. It's in your recent past. The reversal is saying the month starts off with a little bit of financial worry, or possibly even expenditures that were unexpected, possibly a doctor, vet, or a bill that came in, something where you're like, why did this have to happen to me? But it's short-lived, because when I look here in your environment card, we have Ace of Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles is a growth card, and you can see it with the beautiful tree here. New things are coming. Whatever needed to leave is leaving, but you have new opportunities on the horizon. Interesting that I tied this to the Hermit, because when I look at this Hanged Man, this is about feeling like you're stuck, and also feeling like digging your feet into a situation or a state of thinking. So your challenge this month is to, because the Devil is about shackles, both in reality and then also symbolic ones. So to completely let go of that feeling of being shackled, I want you to also let go of the feeling that you're stuck and you're not moving. It's an illusion. Just as this planet is spinning around, we don't see the movement, and then this spinning planet is rotating around the sun, we don't see that movement, and this galaxy is rotating around the Milky Way, and the Milky Way is spinning outward towards other galaxies. Like, it's so much perpetual movement, but sometimes you and I, if we just look at each other, it's like we're standing for perfectly still, but we're not. We're moving through the galaxy, you're moving through your life, and you're moving towards your goals, even though right now it doesn't feel like it. That's what I'm talking about with the perseverance and the positivity. Stay focused on where you're going, and know that the difficult cards are predominantly in the past or in the environment. So we see the Devil in the past. So this is telling me that Libra is moving out of the negativity. The Hanged Man is just here for the next 2 to 3 months, but the Hanged Man can be overcome. The period of waiting, I see, is moving out now. And what I see here in your environment, in your opportunity, is growth. Father of Wands here, or the King of Wands, this is telling me start to think of the next big thing that you want to do. Even if what you're doing now isn't manifesting, this means don't focus all the energy into that. Open your mind, stay expansive. With the Five of Wands here in reverse, this is about things might slow down a little bit for you in regards to work, or you might see a reduction in your productivity. Know that that's temporary, because the Ace of Pentacles is showing me a new opportunity on the horizon, one that is going to take hold and take you on a new trajectory when you are least expecting it. So whether that's now or between now and, let's see, we're in June, July, and August. So it's between July and August, I see new money, new jobs, and new opportunities coming to you. We have the Four of Cups in reverse, and the Four of Cups is about not letting an opportunity pass you by. Typically, the Four of Cups shows a man or a woman sitting down kind of like this, and a cup is floating in the air. And so instead of sort of sitting like this, we actually see movement with this card. So I want you to move past what you feel either you are entitled to or that isn't coming, and look around, because there might be something better, whether it's a love situation, a job situation, a living situation. Sometimes we have to let go of what we thought it would look or feel like, and then all of a sudden 2 or 3 other doors open up. Very good card on the end here of the month. We have the Lovers card. It is in reverse, but what it shows me is really nice energy that you're going to be ending with. So this is good for partnerships. This is good for love relationships. This is also good for things that you want to share with others. So if you are someone who makes pottery or creates music or choreographs dancing, whatever it is where you create something with love, joy, and bring it to the world, the Lovers card is about people receiving that with great appreciation. And even if it's something technical, like an application that you've created, coded, or if you created a new budget or something, if you love what you're doing, the power to affect people around you it's limitless. But you have to feel that sense of joy and love in what you're doing, and feel that positivity and the power. When you let go of the positivity, your power goes as well. And that's what's important this month. That's the balance. If we were to look at the Libran scales, one would be positivity, one would be perseverance. The two of those are going to lead you to success. Let's take a look at your expanded forecast, starting with your health card. Health, which includes your mind, your body, and your spirit. Oh, and by the way, sometimes people want time markers. With the Lovers, it really is the end of the month. So things will either be deepening on a romantic level during the end of the month, or you might meet someone. The opportunity, though, is late in this month. But let's again refocus and let's look at health. Your health message this month is movement, which is what I've been talking about the whole time. In fact, that was my whole thing, talking about the Earth spinning, the solar system, the galaxy, all of that. Just know that you are moving. However slow it feels, it's happening nonetheless. Now, this is in your health position, so the other meaning for this is to exercise as much as possible and be in nature as much as possible. So for those of you that enjoy swimming, we see the water here, or like kayaking or canoeing or something like that, fine, whatever it is, or anything where you're moving your whole body. That's really what this is about. So that's why I'm thinking swimming and canoeing and whatnot. Also, we looked at, like dance is also a great way to do that. So I want you also to pay attention to the liquids that you're putting in your body, both your own hydration levels, are you drinking enough water, and also your caffeine to water or your alcohol to water sort of balance. So if you've been consuming some of these things that dehydrate you or are toxic, you really want to increase your water input this month, and if possible, decrease the other things. It's a good month to go on any sort of liquid cleanses for a day or something, just to sort of clear out your system. So let's take a look now at wealth and see what is coming through for work, for finance, for career, but especially for financial shifts in your life. And it's interesting. I really want to see it this month because it looks like starting off in a place of concern, but moving towards the middle of the month, showing opportunity. So we have cycles, which is telling me that it's not something to panic over if you feel like some things are moving towards the direction that you want and others aren't. This is also Helios. So I'm actually going to look at this from the lens of Northern Hemisphere, and I'll put months to it so that those of you that are in Australia or the Southern Hemisphere understand what I'm saying here. But I'm going to look at this as North American summer. This is a very good summer for you. So we're looking at June, July, and August, even into September. So for those of you in the Southern Hemisphere, that's the month period that I'm talking about. Next 3 to 4 months, looking very positive for Libra. With that being said, it starts slow and it ends fast. The card was reversed, but Helios being the sign of the sun. Cycles showing you that you're at the end of a lower cycle and the beginning of a higher cycle. So your wealth is going to increase exponentially over the course of the summer if you stay positive and work hard. Okay, let's take a look now at your love card, looking at relationships across the board, not just romantic ones, but if we get romance, we get romance. Let's see what happens here. Experiencing grace. And for one of my signs this month, I talked about peace, but this says share your gifts with grace. Waves of inspiration and love are coming to you, and I do believe that. We have the lovers here. The reversal on this is just showing me that you may be looking in the wrong place, or the other partner may not be looking in the right place either. Patience. What I see is like serendipity or even synchronicity at play. So when you relax a little bit and let go, things are going to happen much easier. Also, there might be, and this is also a common thread this month, through giving to others, whether you're teaching, volunteering, or just mentoring, it will, one, open up your heart, and that's, two, going to make you much more appealing to other people. They'll see you as just generous, kind, and open. And so feel free to do those sorts of teaching opportunities. Don't hold things too close to your heart this month when it comes to skills and knowledge. Share it. It's going to make people see how confident and secure you are in yourself. Let's look now and see what Archangel Michael has to say about your trajectory and your and that really is what your destiny card is. It's a GPS card to see if you're headed in the right direction, and if you're not, it gives you an opportunity to course correct. This is about precisely what I was mentioning early, prayer, but I would also ascribe positivity to this. Will help the situation. And it's asking, it says, listen, I need a miracle, and I ask that you send one to me in this situation quickly. Thank you, and amen. With this, I want you to believe that if there's anything negative or that's bringing your heart to a lower frequency, I want you to give it as an offering to your experience of whatever God is. So whether, sometimes we don't think that we can give something that we don't want to God, but it's an offering. It's a different type of offering. You can say, thank you, God, for providing me with all of these challenges. It's really tested me in ways that I never anticipated. I think I've learned the lessons I need from the pain, from the disappointment, from whatever it is. Please now take this and replace it with a higher frequency. I am ready now to experience joy, to experience security. I'm no longer looking for teaching experiences. I'm looking for happiness and fulfillment. Please now give that to me, and thank you. Help me recognize it when it comes as well. A prayer like that will be very effective. Saying, dear God, I need $500, it's not going to work. But if you say something like, I am now ready to see opportunities around me and not feel like I'm in a place of, a lack of power or a lack of wealth. I'm ready for abundance. That's a more powerful prayer. Okay, so let's now review everything and bring it into full focus for this month for you. Believe me, I've been reading your emails and your notes below. I know it's been difficult. Stay positive, work hard. It's going to pay off. And we talked about holding on to the right sorts of things. And the quote-unquote right sort of thing would be your vision of the future, a positive vision of the future. Letting go of those lower frequency emotions, and particularly the primal sort of things, fear, anger, hatred, letting those things go, giving them as an offering to God and saying, it hasn't been fun moving through these emotions, but it taught me a lot about myself. Thank you, and I'm ready to move on. Growth is coming when it comes to finances. I know the beginning of the month is testing you a bit. There might be some either some purchases or some costs that came through that were unexpected, particularly for those of you that own your own business, or for those of you that had to listen to someone and possibly got bad advice, whatever. You're moving through that. It's not fun, but I see you moving through that. Talking about the feeling that you're trapped or that things haven't been going your way, what I see is, again, not letting things fall apart. It's interesting that this Five of Wands, they're disconnected and they seem disparate and like they're going in opposite directions. Stay connected, stay on course, and don't let things fall off your radar. You are not stranded, you are not stuck. It's an illusion, but while you're in this space, use it for meditation, use it for contemplation, and try to reach out to others for support and inspiration if you need it. Keep doing what you do best. Innovation is the best way to get out of stagnation. So, for those of you that do own your own business, this card is saying, be powerful, think of the next step, keep the wheels in motion when it comes to thoughts and research and development and innovation. That's really what's coming through with this. In your environment, I see more opportunities when it comes to finance and money, so don't despair. Try not to walk by an opportunity that might be right in front of you. And finally, know that there's a lot of love and support around you. Even though the card is reversed, it's a positive card. I see love coming through for you, strengthening of existing relationships, new relationships that are coming on the horizon. Though I have one note of caution. With the Devil in reverse, for any of you that might be connected to somebody that's unavailable, or meeting someone who's in a place in their life where they're shifting, you want to make sure that you're both looking for the same thing. The Devil's in the past, but it's still sort of hanging out. So with the Lovers reversed, I want you to be very clear on expectations and don't accept anything but someone who's ready for the same thing as you, okay? When we're looking at your expanded forecast, remember to move for your greater health, and also remember to drink as much water as possible, to detox if you wanted to do a cleanse under the watch of your doctor. But it's a good time for liquid cleanses, for increasing your water intake and decreasing caffeine and alcohol in particular. Looking at your wealth, the North American equivalent of summer, namely July, August, and September, are really strong. June is going to be a slightly slow beginning, but then I see things really coming into fruition over the course of the next few months, at least the way the energy is looking at the moment. As we look at your love, it's about being graceful, and that's about sharing your gifts, sharing your love, volunteering, opening up your heart. This is even like working outside and volunteering to clean up the streets, whatever it is, doing something that is going to make the world better. Putting love to the world is going to bring love to you. And finally, while you're sort of working through the challenges at the beginning of the month, think of using prayer and meditation in an unusual way. Use meditation for like a visualization of you being successful, feeling successful, integrating with that energy. And use prayer as a chance to let go of the things that are feeling like they're stacking on top of you, knowing that they're never really like that, it's an illusion. So overall, pretty good month for you, but again, the challenge for most of you will be in positivity, balancing out positivity with perseverance. If you'd ever like to schedule an appointment with me to talk at greater length about your life, I do offer those, so feel free to reach out. There'll be a link at the end of the video with that. To keep in touch, the easiest way is to subscribe to the channel, but just note that there are two ways to be informed. One is just to subscribe, but if you'd like an email or a push notification of when a new video's launched, you need to click on the bell as well if you're on the desktop version of YouTube. An easier way, if you're kind of not very tech savvy, is just to sign up for my newsletter, because I do offer once a month reminder of new videos when those come through. For those of you on social media, I am on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, so feel free to join me there. And if you found that this was very helpful, the last thing I can say here is if you'd like to donate, that would be also appreciated, but it's completely optional. I'll have a link in the description below. Please keep the positive comments, feedback, likes, and subscribes coming. It really means a lot. I do this channel for you guys, and it really helps me understand that it's making a difference, so keep that up. In the meantime, take care of yourselves. Remember to not let go of your positivity. Note that I saw an improvement in money and in love in the coming weeks and months to come. So focus on those things and let go of the feeling of that I am stuck. You're not. Okay? Much love, Satnam, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.